I'm Phil Pike. I'm an Assistant Director in charge of Learning Development Services for South Wales Police. I'm also Chair of the LIFT steering group. Yeah, we've seen people on the programme actually grow in confidence. As the programme's gone on, I've actually seen people who were quite timid is the wrong word, but quite cautious, but they've grown in confidence as they've gone through the programme. So for us, we've seen some real good benefits. Well, at a time of, the basics is at the time of austerity, first of all, the LIFT programme, we were being funded to do it, which is really important because it gave us an opportunity to give people training that we may not have been able to do in the times of austerity that we're currently going through.
My name is Natalie Savoury. I'm the Workforce Development Manager for a consortium of organisations which consists of Drug Aid, Kaleidoscope and Consult Contact. I was working alongside the Workforce Development Manager for Kaleidoscope, who was very heavily involved in the initial stages of the LIFT programme, I believe. And she was just telling me what a great programme it was, how they were able to put through pretty much all of their managers onto a programme where they would never have been able to have done that before.
This was an ideal opportunity to get level 5 and move on up to level 7. Well, it's been a proven success within North Wales. We've had a number of candidates that have gone through, quite a few station managers, which is the same role as me, have actually gone through the LIFT programme. We've got busy lives within the fire service. We've got lots of roles to do, both in the office and we're operational. So taking time out to go on a semi-degree course or a BTEC course for a couple of weeks is not viable. But this particular one is like day release, so set over a number of months, gives you ample time to reflect on it and work through the books and work through all the notes. So yeah, doing this was really enjoyable.
It's funded by the EU. It's a management course covering all departments and all different people really, and sharing those ideas of different organisations together so that you can have, because you could have one organisation look at something in one way, another organisation, and sort of blending it together.
Originally I looked at the content of the course and thought there were a lot of avenues in there I wanted to explore. There were a lot of areas which I felt I could develop personally, but also take some of that learning back to the team. But also because the timescales involved in it, although there was some time commitment to some days away from the office, I felt that the overall time commitment over the period of a year would allow me to take some of that learning, develop it and share it back within my own organisation, and also to basically enhance myself with the qualification as well, which is the Institute of Leadership and Management Level 5.
So I was lucky enough to do an insights profile myself, and it was very revealing. And I think it's the depth of the profile that really makes it work. It's not just you're this learning style or you're this personality style. It gives you things to actually use and utilise in your work. So one member of staff who's done that as part of the LIFT programme as well, and she was able to show me that, and we talked through it in supervision, and it gave me a real insight on how to manage her better, and as a result our relationship really developed, and I was able to give her a little bit more autonomy and be able to really respect her experiences a lot more as a result of reading her profile.
Well, when I did the insights profile, it was pretty accurate. It's a bit scary, but obviously I didn't get the feeling, because they said don't read the questions into too much depth, just go with the gut instinct, be as honest as you can. And I came out more greeny and yellow. I have got a bit of red, I've got a bit of blue, but those were the colours, which was pretty accurate really. So I thought it was quite a good exercise actually. You might not realise there's certain areas which you're more red than you thought.
It's not only about how you were born, is it? It's how you've learned to behave over the years, isn't it? Yeah. So I've got redder over the years, because that's something I've had to strengthen, but it's not my natural. My natural is probably more green. So I mean, I'm the director, so I have to be directing, don't I? I'm red, but I'm better at the more naturally do the green bits, I think.
I thought I was being stalked. I couldn't believe how accurate it was. It was, because I don't think you see yourself either. And then when you're reading, I recognising things, and I thought, yeah, that is me. But you're like chameleons. You have to change with the circumstances. Plus the fact, you have to adapt with different staff members also.
Get someone in and have a team away day. Do it with everybody.
Yeah.
It has helped us think about the way we work and with each other.
And to understand the conflict, I think, as well. I think that's when it's been particularly useful.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know those things without it, and it's not until you read them as a paragraph and you think, actually, that makes sense.
With regards to the action learning sets, several benefits for us. First of all, we've been developing under our leadership charter a coaching and mentoring capability, so it's helped us with that. It's also given us an opportunity for our people to work in partnership with other agencies, so you get a cross-fertilisation of ideas.
We did a lot of sort of problem-solving exercises, which helped me develop my skills, myself as a person, and I learned from other people's experiences, and I've been able to put that to good practice, really.
I've enjoyed the action learning, which is what we've been doing today, just because actually going through that process of, if it's your problem that you're looking at with the group, actually describing it to people who don't know about it actually means that you look at it in a different way, and I think it's very helpful having people questioning you for more information when they don't really know very much about the problem that you're dealing with. So I like that process.
You sharing ideas from the organisations together to look at different problems in an office or anywhere really, but sharing those ideas and put them across in different ways, so you can pick up some useful information from someone from, say, the prison service or someone from Women's Refuge, and it's really interesting getting all those cultures together and blending them in.
Not only did we discuss some of the different management theories that we do and what HMRC do, I actually went to a local office where one of the ladies works in that office. She's a manager there, and she showed me her structure of how she does all the HMRC different insights and how they actually formulate their staff and how they solve problems. And the problem solving in HMRC is quite good.
Some of the big benefits for us have been it's Welsh European Funding Office. We've got the funding through that. We've seen collaboration with other organisations and other agencies, Pan Wales, which again is very important. So it doesn't let us just focus on the South Wales perspective, it lets us look at the bigger, broader principle, Pan Wales.
Yeah, it did highlight the different cultures as well, I think, within the different organisations, even though we're all in kind of, the same kind of umbrella. There's a big difference in the way that the organisations operate, the voluntary sector and the statutory sector.
Yes,
really kind of almost,
the people who work
opposite.
in the court system and things.
And the border agency,
yes,
the police.
Quite different.
Actually.
We were doing a survey to get partner involvement for a funding bid that we were putting, so they were able to give input to that, and it was helpful just to think, I can do those ones, I actually know names I can go to, and they were only too happy to help, so that's nice.
I think I've got a better view now across the whole sector, how other organisations input into the sector and what they can deliver and what they can bring. It isn't about just looking within your own organisation, you have to look wider, look further afield to see where people can bring their learning and share it with you. It also has improved communications and relationship with partners. We've got many people who went on the programme, and lots of those I remain in touch with now to share experiences and sort of help each other out. So for the wider field, it certainly has helped my team, and it certainly has helped many partners. And it's not just those that were on the course. There is a knock-on effect when you do programmes like this. So you can see how this learning travels further and further and further with all the different people that you talk to.
But it's got to be having an impact, because they're going to have more support, they're going to have more confidence in their managers. Qualifications aren't everything, but actually knowing that your manager is taking the time out to think about how they manage you is really important. that they feel it's important enough to them to take that time to develop as a manager in order to be a better manager for you. I think that's going to increase confidence of the staff, and that's going to have a knock-on effect of service users really.
But what it has done is sort of given me food for thought to take back to my organisation to try and tackle some of the problems that I'm aware of there, which would really, I would hope, if I can do that in a constructive way, using things that I've learned here, actually improve the service that I work with.
Well, when you make changes in an organisation, you hope genuinely that they're for the benefit of the service users. Otherwise, there's no point us being here if we don't benefit the service users, is there?
The biggest kind of evidence that we've got that this programme is working really well is that since going on the programme, we've had at least three, it might be more actually, members of staff who've been promoted since attending the training. We've had two people go from middle management into senior management, and at least one person go from casework into a higher level. So it's been an excellent opportunity for us to move people on. So being able to train up our staff to move into more senior positions has been the best part of the programme, and I'm really pleased that we've been involved in that. It's an investment in not only in the manager but in the team, because you're saying actually it's important that you do this right. It's not just, well, you were a really good worker so now you'll be a manager and you'll be fine. It's about saying, well, actually we know that the culture and the ethos of the team and of the organisation is very much led by the management, and if we want to have the right ethos, if we want to have the right vision and the right way moving forward, you've got to have a high functioning, skilled, qualified management team.
Now is the time that the future, I think the legacy of the LIFT programme is to take it back into the Wales Country Group and actually look at how we can use this now, Pan Wales, in various organisations, other agencies, but mainly Pan Wales.
My personal opinion is that if you're a manager and you manage people, then this is an opportunity to learn some of the different techniques and styles and to find out your own style, that you could be a manager of a shop and a manager in the fire service, deal with the exact same problems day in, day out. You get comfort for the fact that everybody is actually dealing with the same problems and you're not on your own.
I think there's a tendency for people to think, I can't do management training if I'm not actually a manager.
Yeah.
And it's all about your future development and where you want to be. And also, it doesn't matter if you're a manager or not, if you're working with other people, everyone leads by example, don't they? Even within a team, and it's always helpful to understand different techniques and how different people behave and react for team working. So I'd encourage people to go.
I think the biggest thing, not so much stories, I think the biggest thing that has changed is, as I said, it's around how I work with the team and how we interact around who's got the responsibility of delivering corporate objectives. Whereas before I may have taken an approach, and I would hold my hand up to this, which is more of a directing. I think what I've established through this programme and with my Insights Profile being a supporter is about getting people on board, bringing them along for for the ride and getting them to understand what we need to deliver as a team, and you get more buy-in. You actually get better results from doing that.
Going on to these and you think, okay, what's new? We're going to do the same old things and the same old answers and everything. But it was good because there was new things, there were new ideas and new ways of doing things that I came away with, and it wasn't a waste of time, which was great. So I'm quite proud that I was able to get something out of it when I went along, to be quite honest, fairly negatively, thinking this isn't going to be any different.
And also, in the future, there may be possibility of sharing those ideas through those different organisations. And like say the 360-degree thing you can do in the office, which I might review every few months, see if I'm improving. So coming together with the different organisations that I think is beneficial to people, because you've got so many different views that you can use and feed off each other.
I've become a better negotiator and I've become a better collaborator when it comes to those difficult moments. I think that's what I've taken away, is that collaboration and that way of working through things.
It is that it's just been an excellent opportunity really for our managers to progress and to collaborate with other organisations, and if you know, if we manage to get it to continue, I would thoroughly recommend it and have recommended it.